everyone. Welcome to Just Wing It with Blake and Jamie. Hope everyone is doing great. Just waiting on Blake and the rest of the team. Just waiting on some people to come in. It's been a crazy week for me, and it's been crazy almost every week lately. But the last 2 weeks have been really draining on me. I don't know if it's something in the air or what. I don't know. Sorry, you guys. Tonight we are going to review Old Country for No Country for Old Men. I never get that title right. And if you haven't seen it, that's quite okay. But if you have, that's great. Because, we'll talk about like what we think about it, but we also talk about other things too. So that's all right if you haven't seen it. I hope everybody's day was good for them. Oh, and here's Blake. And hi, Blake.
Hey, I'm here. I'm sorry. I
That's
made
all
it.
right.
I was running a little bit late.
So how's your day going?
Oh man, it was busy. Lots of work. I did so much stuff today. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that
Just
staying
busy,
busy
busy.
is makes the day go faster, right?
11 yards today.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it was
that's
a lot.
awesome.
So now I'm
Hi,
munching
Dee.
on some sour bites and I'm ready to do the pod. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's all right. Hi, Dee. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Hello, hello. How have you been
So,
keeping everybody entertained for the past 8 minutes?
um, well, Dee's the first one in, so I haven't had
Oh,
to.
oh, okay,
So,
good, good. We
so
made it perfect.
yes.
All right. Well,
So we are going to, um, well, first off, what did you eat tonight?
I haven't ate yet, but we're gonna eat pork chops with corn and um, mashed potatoes. Sounds like a good meal tonight because we worked
Oh,
hard
that's
today.
awesome. What did everyone else eat in the chat? Hi, Roadkill. How are you? Thanks for coming in.
Boom.
I had,
The
tonight.
Cowboys took a heartbreaking loss, by the way, this week.
Oh, is that why you're sad?
I was pretty bummed out about it. It affects my mood.
Didi had some yellow rice today. That's it? Just rice? Gotta eat something more than
What's
rice.
yellow rice?
Isn't it just the color of the rice?
Oh yeah, but what do you put with it? Just the rice, I guess.
I, I don't know. I'm not a chef. Ken cooks for me. Yes. Oh.
Kim cooks for me.
But
No,
I
Natalie cooks for me.
tonight they had the salad with everything there. Like, and so I got a big salad, and then they had hot dogs and um, potato salad, cookies.
Dang.
Oh, and potato soup. So
Ooh, I do
with the
like
bread
potato soup.
with the
That's a good
breadstick,
soup.
and they even had breadsticks. Usually they just
Hmm.
put crackers, but today was a breadstick. I'm like, ooh, yummy. So I was
What are
happy.
your favorite what are your favorite kind of crackers to eat?
You know the like tiny like circle ones that are saltines. I don't know what the difference is between those and regular crackers, but they just seem like better. The
Mine
circled
are
ones.
mine are Ritz crackers. Those are my favorite.
What
Just the
are all
original
your
one.
what are all your guys' favorite crackers?
That's a good one. That determines your friendships.
Yes. Uh, but yeah, so that's what I had today, which
Oh, that sounds good.
yeah, I was like,
That
ooh.
potato soup really sounds good.
And they had hot dogs. Usually it's just a salad with the soup, and tonight they actually had hot dogs. I was actually excited.
Mm, I like the
And
hot dogs too.
and then of course to drink they had the fruit. Well, they always have wine, but I'm not a wine person, so I just drink the um where is my drink? They have fruit punch or this passion fruit punch, and that's what I have now to drink. Didi likes club crackers. Oh, are those like
Those are good. The green
what?
box, you know?
Like they have all different flavors now. So what's your favorite,
Yeah.
Dee Dee?
No, original. You can't mess up a cracker. Don't mess with it. Just keep it plain. It's a plain
But
old
they
cracker with some salt on it.
but they do have like tons of different flavors, like ranch
And
and
they're terrible. They're
whatever.
not any good.
Oh, they are good. Oh, yeah,
Mm-mm.
Dee Dee likes the original flavor. She's with you.
Yep, yep, yep. Crackers, when you start messing with them, that's one thing that's not very good. Chips. Now chips, you can mess around with those.
Okay, what's your favorite chip?
Funyuns.
Mine is taco flavored Doritos.
Mm,
I love them.
that's not good.
But I love taco flavored stuff.
I like Takis, the nitro, the
Oh,
red
I can't
bag
do
of
tacos.
Takis.
Oh,
Mm, those are good.
Bentley, my grandson, he loves Takis. He'll eat them. I can't. I'm a wimp. I can't take Takis. He eats Takis and I can't.
I'm a wimp with a lot of things, but Takis, man, they're just something about that sweet and spicy is good to me. But
So
yeah,
if the Cowboys lost already this early in the season, do you think they're going to do any good this season?
you know, I've been saying this all year, okay? The Cowboys are slightly above average. They're not anything special, super, but as a fan, you always gotta love and cheer on your team. And um, if they can make a solid run in the playoffs, then I'll have more hope and confidence in them. But right now, we're nothing more than a wild card team that's gonna get sent home in the first round. That's as far as I see the Cowboys. And it sucks to say that, but it is what it is. And this weekend is a terrible game for me because the Cowboys are playing the Ravens, and I like both of them. So I
So
just
was
go ahead.
when they lost, was this their first game or
Yeah, this is their first loss, but it exposed the same problems that we had last year. Okay, as far as listening from a football mind, you got to understand like you just got to run West Coast offense uh against this Cowboys defense, and they're gonna founder. Like they're gonna totally just get peeled apart. Run the ball to the outside, short screen passes, and you're gonna win the game every single time. Every single time. The Cowboys are just abysmal against West Coast offense. All these teams that are really good run the West Coast offense. The Vikings, the 49ers, the Saints who just beat us. Like these are teams that we need to get through in order to achieve the big goal, which is the Super Bowl. But right now, that's just to ask for anything more than a divisional win is you're just being delusional. So I love the Cowboys, always will, diehard fan. I'm here for you, whether we win, lose, or draw. But let's just keep it real. We're not that good. And we'll just see where it goes from here. Jerry, I can't wait for you to retire. That's it.
well, just like us Cubs fans, they never will
Uh,
win, but we're fans. Well, they did
and
win one year, but
yeah, they
that,
won
what, 2016 or
17,
something, or
2017, I believe. Yeah, they just
17.
that and that was that they had been rebuilding that up to that point for
100 years.
what 60 years. So I mean, it's been a long, long time since the Cubs saw another World Series.
Yeah, I
I mean,
think it
at
was
least
a
a
hundred.
win. And I
Was it
I
a
just
hundred years
well,
exactly?
I,
Was it?
I don't know if it was 100 years, but I know it was
Oh,
a long time. I mean, it was certainly a long time.
yes, it was. I can't
But
thanks for
that's
coming
just
in.
that's just that's just the way of sports. That's how they go, and it's so hard to get a team that has chemistry, a good coach that can coach them, and that just there's that dog mentality. I don't know how to really explain it, but you have to be able to be clutching pressure and keep your composure. I, for one, am not that person. Okay, I mean, as far as sports go, I'm gonna be jittery. I'm gonna be off my game, and I'm just not. I'm not that good whenever it comes to stuff like that. Game on the line, don't look to me because I'm gonna miss. So, I
Oh,
mean, but that's just the way sports are. And oh, look, it's dinner time. Hola,
oh, look
Grandma.
at you.
Say
Oh,
hi
look
to
at you.
everybody.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. I brought you some ketchup.
Oh, thank you, Grandma.
You got something to drink?
Yeah, I got a brand new one.
Bye, everybody.
What a nice grandma.
Grandma's the sweetest.
Ken says
Yeah.
he thinks 1909 was the first series for Cubs.
Wow. And then their most recent was 2017, so yeah,
Yep. So,
99
yeah,
years.
yeah,
That
it's been
is
over 100 years.
pitiful. That is
Yep.
pitiful.
Yep.
So imagine being a franchise like that. As a Cowboy fan, we got at least enough room to say that we got 5 rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
As you're counting your
Yeah, that little hand, it's got all
yeah,
the
5, yeah.
rings on it.
That's so funny. But
But
all all right,
I
are we go
Go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead. Oh, well, no, I just, football. I love it. I'm glad we spent a little time on it because it's such a great subject.
Well, and
And I
just
could talk
because
about it all night.
I'm not a football fan, other people might be in the chat, so
Hmm.
it's good to have your input with sports because that helps bring the sports people. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, we
So
need to implement me a little bit, like a little 10-minute segment for football and sports, whatever. I love it.
yeah, absolutely. Bringing the sports people.
Hmm.
Hi Lily. Hi Alyssa. Thanks for coming in. Yes, and hit that button and help it
Smash the
go up.
like.
Yes,
Smash,
that
smash,
helps.
smash.
That helps. So, are you guys ready to review No Country for Old Men?
I want to know what you thought of it.
I give it a 1. I hated it.
You hated it?
I hated it. Sorry, Blake.
What?
I just did not like it. And
That
the
breaks my heart.
I knew you. I knew you were going to be disappointed that I didn't like it.
All right, well, we're still spending the time on it, dang it. Okay,
Yeah.
this is a total rewatchable. I don't care what you say.
No,
Tommy Lee Jones.
I liked him as the sheriff, but what I didn't like was the ending. That was ridiculous.
You have to come
Um,
around to it.
and I mean, really, like everybody died? No, that's ridiculous. And um, and then the ending, his like story didn't really make any sense.
You need to read the book.
Ken says it was. I thought it was a great movie until I watched it. Terrible.
Ken said the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Alyssa says it was an okay movie.
Man, all of you are haters. All right, well, we did Ever After, and I hated that one. That's the last one that I hated. So.
See, you hated my movie. uh, but okay,
Man.
why? Like, why did everyone have to die? And it come to find out, the serial killer didn't even kill him. It was some cartel or something. And it's like, but then he comes in and kills his wife because he promised,
That's
and
the
no one
thing.
got the money.
Hold on. So, but it was those corporate guys that called the hit on Llewellyn, and then Sugar goes back and kills that corporate guy. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shakur was mad that he sent all of those guys to do his work for him whenever he was so close. So he feels like he lost to Llewellyn. That's the story that I get from him. Llewellyn wins against Shakur because he wasn't the one who got to kill him.
Well, but so then he goes and kills his wife.
Because he promised him. Shakur is a man of like that he's a man, he doesn't think of right and wrong. He only thinks about what he's going to do or what's going to happen next. It's not about, he doesn't care. And I need to bring up like I need to look because I heard a good explanation. I looked it up one time and I'm like, how would you explain the character Shagur? Like, what is his mindset? And I remember looking that up. Let me find it real quick.
Psycho. He's psycho.
Well, I know, but the character, like from like what the character's drive was,
Yeah.
as far as and we're just talking about the movie character, of course.
Yeah. Ken says all individual acting plots and stories were great, but together not happening. Yeah. Hi, Mason. Thanks for coming in. Oh, you got your
Hold
second
on.
offer. That is awesome. Is it still at the I forget the UL, oh gosh, I forget where you got your first offer. UT? No, not UT. Was it Michigan? No. I can't remember, Mason. But where's your second offer? Oh, your screen was frozen. Oh, I'm so sorry, Paprika. We're talking about the movie. How did you rate the movie? I gave it a 1. I did not like it at all.
Okay. He believes that only chance can decide someone's fate. We're talking about the bad guy in the character, the
Yeah,
one with the
and
fluffy hair.
the
Yeah.
one flipping the
So,
coin.
yeah, exactly. Hence the coin flip. The coin flip, that's fate. That's just how it goes to him. He's not thinking about what's right and wrong at all. That's just what it ended up being. So that's what happened with the coin flip at the very end. It was fate, and he had already said that's where he kind of broke out. Excuse me. He kind of broke out of his shell there because at the end he leaves it up to the coin toss again instead of going based off of what he told Llewellyn he was going to do. He said, "All right, this is the best I can do," and he flipped the coin and he told her to call it, and he's like, "I can't call it for you," or excuse me. Hence, he uses of a coin to decide whether or not one is to live or die. I believe he sees himself as an agent of fate, and that there codes that must wait. Excuse me. Oh, I wrote, but even he himself is not above fate, hence the car accident at the end. So he plays a part in it, but also he's acting as like a servant of fate. I don't know how to really explain that. He's a killer devoid of consequence, no conscience, remorse, or compassion. That's just how he's being described to be played.
Yeah. So,
Whenever he's given a task, he will stop at no length to complete it, going as far as to murder anyone who gets in his way.
yeah. So Mason, you got your second offer at Florida State? That's awesome.
Florida State, man. What's going on with the
Tamika,
football team over there, dude? They're laying goose eggs. Ranked so high at the beginning of the season, and now they're dumpster juice.
hi Tamika, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Yeah. So, um, yeah, that's why. Like, I thought that was weird. Like, but I don't. He was like playing with people's lives, like call it, call it, and then at the end when the wife wouldn't call it and play his game, he was mad. It's like he's trying to get in people's heads because he knows they're gonna die, and people are gonna be like, "You don't have to do this," and that's what he even made a comment at the end. You don't have to do this. It's like, yeah, I do,
Well, I
because I'm psychopath.
yeah, but I don't think it was necessarily his train of thought was whether or not that he necessarily was. It wasn't a crime of passion. It was a crime of fate. That's what I'm saying. He's not acting in his own emotions. He's acting almost as an entity and not even as a real person because like you would think somebody that does all these terrible, horrible things would have some type of remorse or
No, those are the people that don't have remorse, because that's
I
what
don't know. I
serial
mean,
killers. Do you
you're
think
talking
serial
about
killers have remorse? Like look at Jeffrey
I
Dahmer and Ted Bundy and
he did. Jeffrey Dahmer definitely had remorse. I mean, as far as, I don't know what your religion is or if you are at all, but in the eyes of some, he's saved and is in heaven. And so, I mean, it's weird to think about it like that, but
yeah.
I mean, I
Oh,
don't want to touch on that too far, but nonetheless, all I'm saying is that when you think of that's my point. He's not human almost. He's almost like
robot.
like a robot that fate is determined on his action, not by his own personal emotion or rationalities. He doesn't think like that. I'm not sure he's thinking about it at all. He's just, okay, this is it. I'm doing this until I die or I kill it.
Yeah.
So just
Oh,
to just to try and break his character down a little bit, that's what I see him as. And my favorite scene of the whole movie is the coin flip with the old man. The old man was totally confused, but he told him what it was. He said, I need to know what I stand to win, and he said everything. So in my eyes, that means I'm gonna kill you if you lose this coin toss.
yeah. Yeah. Ken says Dahmer hated himself and stated that many times. Well, yeah. I mean, I wish like people could actually get into the way, like what possesses people to want to do harm to others. Like what is in their brain saying, I want to hurt you, or I want to do this to you, and it doesn't have to mean killing. It
Well,
just means like any harm to people. Why are some people so evil and others aren't?
I don't think Jeffrey Dahmer is a good example for that because he said and stated many times the reason that he drugged his victims and he did all the crazy, wacky stuff he did was so that they didn't feel any pain when he was doing the things that he was doing to them. And I mean, that's just that we're talking about that's just a man with I don't know, a perversion for the I don't know, the gory part of life. Like, think of it like diamonds. Diamonds are shiny and they're real attractive. Well, there's people that are crazy and they see intestines and organs and they shine and they have this color that you don't see. It's just gross. I mean, it's
As
just
you're
something.
eating.
Ugh, God.
I don't want you to lose your appetite, so we can move on.
But nonetheless, that's all I mean. Is this guy is not one to use his emotions to determine or his emotions or rational reason to determine his next move. Only fate drives this man. Therefore, there's no real consequence. He doesn't think about what he's gonna do. He just does it.
Yeah. So Ken says diamonds don't start out as beautiful. No, they don't. But they become beautiful.
I want to know this: who's picking up the money? Me. I'm taking it.
What, the diamonds?
No, the case of money that he found.
Oh, oh. It- Um,
I'm taking it.
wait.
Shit.
You mean at the beginning of the movie?
Yeah, at the
Oh,
beginning.
when
Yeah.
Llewellyn finds it?
When he
Yeah.
just,
Well,
yeah, when he stumbles upon him.
yeah, but look what money gets you. It got his whole entire family dead. Him and his wife. Is $2 million really worth you and your wife dying?
When you have hindsight in thought, sure, yes. But when you don't, when you're in the moment, do you really just not leave? Do you leave that money?
Okay, you see, this is me. If I see a bunch of dead people and a case of money, I obviously know there's bad people coming after that, and I'm not taking it. Yeah, $2 million would be nice, but I'd be like, screw that. My life and my family's. This isn't even worth it.
I don't know.
Would any of you take that case of money,
I
knowing
am.
that you see all these dead people and there's probably bad things happening with that? I don't
I'm
want
doing
to
it.
die. I don't want to
Number
die, but I
one,
could buy a boat.
number one, I am dumping out the case and looking for a tracker. If there's no tracker, I'm leaving the case and I'm taking all the bills, picking them all up, and I'm taking them and putting them in a different bag. And I'm going to take them with me. Therefore, there's no way that I could possibly be tracked.
No, these type of people will find you. I've watched all these movies. They find you.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Ken says, I don't want to die, but I could buy a boat. Yeah. It's not worth it, Ken.
Oh,
The boat's not worth it.
do we lose?
Huh? What?
Oh, we're good?
Yeah.
I skipped a little there for a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I would not take the money. Anybody else on my side or Blake's side?
Uh, but it could buy me a boat. It could buy me a truck to pull it. It could buy me an 8110 ice down with silver bullets.
Keep on singing.
Yeah, I know what they say. Money can't buy everything. Maybe so. But it could buy me
Oh,
a boat.
Ken says I would probably take the chance. Oh, Ken, no.
Try it, buddy.
But thanks for saying you would take the chance, because then you're chancing my life, because the wife dies at the end too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want you to take it. I'll tell you.
There's
Be
just
like,
a bunch of things that he did in this movie that he shouldn't have done.
yeah.
Like, I just don't think he should have. He shouldn't have went back to give that guy money. Or see, that's a good example of Llewellyn right there. So, or the difference between Sugar and Llewellyn. Okay, Llewellyn finds this money, finds that guy in the truck that's still alive, asking for water. Remember, Llewellyn has guilt. He went back. He filled up that jug of water to go give it to him because he had remorse. You know, he felt bad about that because he just left him there. And Sugar, in his hand, he probably would have just killed him right there.
Yeah.
Or more. I mean, I'm certain he would have. So, you know, I I love this story. I think it's great. You need to read the book. They always say the book's better than the movie.
Well, people say that all the time, that the book is always better than the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's a lesson to say, would you take the money or not? That's because look what happens when you take the money. Look at what happens when greed gets to you. Bad things happen.
Is it fate? I think fate is a better word for it than you know, no matter what you do, there's always going to be an outcome for that action, whether it be good or bad. And so I don't think necessarily it's about would you take the money is it's the fact that you can't determine the future no matter how prepared you are.
Well, but you can kind of assess the situation and realize what you're getting into.
Yeah.
All these people are dead and there's $2 million and these people had guns. Obviously it's not a good
And he did
situation.
say, at what point are you going to quit looking for your $2 million?
Exactly. Hi Prince Daniel, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. How are you doing
Hola.
today? So, but anyway, that's why I give it a 1. I don't like the ending, and I didn't like the sugar person. I wish he would have died in the car accident.
Mm. I don't know. I disagree. After watching it a couple times, I think whenever I first saw it, I remember having that same feeling of I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But then, after a couple rewatches, it just became a more and more fond movie to me. I felt like it was a really good movie. It's the Coen brothers' best movie, I believe. But let's look at its IMDb page real quick because we haven't done that segment.
Okay. And while he's doing that, looking things up, what do you guys want to watch for next week?
Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum.
And since I don't like liver, won't eat it again.
Why would I? That's so funny. There's a song by Weird Al Yankovic. It's called Trapped in the Drive-Thru. And there's a part where he's like, do you want to get something delivered? He's talking to his wife. And then she's like, why would I want to eat liver? I don't even like liver.
Alyssa says daddy's home.
She's been picking that one like 3 weeks
Yeah.
in a row now.
I know, right? She must really want to watch that movie.
Well, dang it. I'm gonna ride with Alyssa then. Daddy's home.
There should be persistent. Is everybody good with daddy's home?
Ba, 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 ba. Persistency is good. Mm.
Oh, Paprika says, not sure what it is at the moment, but let's give Alyssa a shot. Yeah. Okay.
Daddy's home.
So Alyssa says daddy's home. Is everyone okay with daddy's home for next week?
Si, patron.
That's I know I've seen it, but is that the one with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
Oh, another Will Ferrell movie. Oh well.
The second
It's
one
got
has
Mark
John
Wahlberg,
Cena in
though.
it.
Yeah. But
But
it's got Mark Wahlberg, so it's good.
let us close out with the IMDb page.
Yes.
IMDb page for our movie segment of No Country for Old Men. I loved it. I don't care what you guys think. Its
Blake's like, I don't
IMDb gets
care.
an 8.2 out of 10. So y'all
Really?
are wrong.
All right. Well, tell us why they give it an 8.2.
Well, because they're right. I don't know. So this is it's classified as a Western actually, so that's cool.
Really?
hmm We got Woody Harrelson, Tommy Lee Jones, Javier Bardem, Josh Brolin, Kelly MacDonald. Those are our big actors in it. Let's see. Excuse me. Here's the storyline for it. In rural Texas, welder and hunter Llewellyn Moss discovers the remains of several drug runners who have all killed each other in the exchange gone violently wrong. Rather than report the discovery to the police, Moss decides to simply take $2 million present for himself, then puts the psychopathic killer Anton Chigurh on his trail as he disappointingly murders nearly every rival, bystander, and even employer in his pursuit of his quarry and the money. As Llewellyn desperately attempts to keep one step ahead, the blood from this hunt begins to flow behind him with relentlessly growing intensity as Chigurh closes in. Meanwhile, the iconic Sheriff Ed Tom Bell blithely oversees the investigation even as he struggles to face the sheer enormity of the crimes as he's attempting to thwart. That's another thing, you know, the um Tommy Lee, the sheriff, he I don't ever really feel like he went and faced anything in this case head on. And either that or he just didn't want to, you know?
Oh, he's ready to
Um,
retire. He was like
yeah.
done.
And you know, at the end, that was another good part I liked. At the part where Llewellyn got killed, the sheriff goes back and Anton's in the other room. He's about to open that door, but he just stepped back. The sheriff stepped back and walked away. He, I guess he had a bad feeling or something. And see, that's fate. That's fate. Had Anton at the end of the day, he wasn't going out of his way to kill him, but he would have had he come in that door, you know. So he played he was playing the hand of fate almost, and he decided whether what was going to happen that way. um, let's see. Rated R, obviously.
Yeah, it had a lot of violence.
Tagline: There are no clean getaways.
That's true.
Just
That
like
is
you
true.
said, you were the one that said that. Here's a little bit of trivia for us. According to a January 2018 article, the bit excuse me, pop-ups. Get out of here. According to a January 18 article, this Business Insider, a group of psychiatrists studied 400 movies and identified 126 psychopathic killers. They chose Javier Bardem's portrayal of Anton Chigurh as the most clinically accurate portrayal of a psychopath.
Hmm. So they must
That's
have
great.
studied.
And once you start to learn these things and you hear about them, it makes you want to go back and watch it and just kind of like almost doctor this movie and figure every little detail out about it is so good. Once you finally do that, I don't know. That's just me personally. In the novel, Sheriff Bell says of the dope dealers here a while back in San Antonio, they shot and killed a federal judge. Cormac McCarthy set the story in 1980. In 1979, federal judge John Howland Wood was shot and killed in San Antonio by Texas freelance contract killer Charles Harrelson, father of Woody Harrelson. Did you know that?
No. Wow.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson's dad is a murderer.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty crazy.
I mean, wow. I'm surprised that more people like that's not been like more well known. You think that
Well,
would be
I
well
mean,
known?
I wouldn't make that the headline story no, of my life. My dad
Well,
was a serial killer.
well, but no, but like as soon as you become famous, like
hmm
people know everything about you and your family.
Right, right.
So, hi, Secrets of the Past Para History. How are you? Oh, Canada. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hello, hello. An an unforeseen expense for the film was the makeup department buying expensive fake blood at $800 a gallon. Joe Cullen realized why they were spending so much. Excuse me. Joe Cullen realized why they were spending so much when it came time to film the scene where Llewellyn stumbles across the aftermath of a shootout with lots of extras lying around dead in the dust. Ordinary fake blood made with sugar would have meant the extras would have been crawling with bugs and ants while the insects had no interest in the expensive stuff.
Wow. Yeah, Ken said Woody has had multiple interviews on this information. Oh, wow. And
Yeah,
then,
he has. I've heard them before. I've heard a couple of them. He's
wow.
talked about it. He won't deny it or like shove
Well,
you
how
off
can he?
from it, but I mean, the dude's
Oh,
done so much more stuff in his life.
oh. Secret says that was why Woody Harrelson played such a great part in Natural Born Killers because of
hmm
his dad. Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
and I'm not a big fan of Natural Born Killers.
I don't, did I don't know if
That
I've
is
seen
a
that movie.
Quentin Tarantino movie. He wrote that and it got
And
bought.
you,
No, it got bought by who directed that movie? Dang it. I can't remember his name. But he bought it and he turned it all to hell. It just wasn't any good.
so why would Quentin Tarantino do that? Like sell
You
it?
gotta
He,
because I mean he liked the idea originally. Like he sold True Romance to Tony Scott. Tony Scott's the same guy that directed Top Gun. And that's a really good movie. We should review that soon.
yeah, especially since the new one came out. Ken says he also claims he is Matthew McConaughey's long lost brother. Does he really?
He's a little weirdo. I love it.
uh, so does Matthew McConaughey like say yeah this is true? I mean you can't say that. That's crazy.
This is funny. When directors Joe Cohen and Ethan Cohen approached Javier Bardem about playing Sugar, he said, "I don't drive, I speak bad English, and I hate violence." The Cohens responded, "That's why we called you." Bardem said he took the role because his dream was to be in a Coen Brothers film.
Oh wow. That's funny.
Yep. uh, while on location in Marfa, Texas, the movie There Will Be Blood was shooting nearby. One day, while filming a wide shot of the landscape, directors Joel Coen and Ethan Coen had to halt shooting for a day when a gigantic cloud of dark smoke floated conspicuously into view. Paul Thomas Anderson was testing the pyrotechnics of an oil derrick set ablaze on the set of his film. The Coens resumed filming the next day when the smoke finally dissipated. A year and a half later, both films were leading contenders at the Academy Awards. Both were also bankrolled by the same two companies, Paramount Vantage and Miramax.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. They've got a whole bunch more. Oh, I knew this about it. Josh Brolin broke his shoulder in a motorcycle accident 2 days after getting the part in the film. Uh, he recalled. He was thinking, "Oh man, I really wanted to work with the Coens," as he flew home as he flew over the car that hit him. So he was riding his motor. It's like, oh, I really wanted to. His injury, however, turned out to be a non-issue since his character is shot in the shoulder very early in the film.
I wonder if they did that to kind of because of that reason.
Maybe that I wouldn't disagree with that or say it wouldn't have happened.
Secret says, I loved Javier's role in No Country for Old Men. Which one was Javier? Was that the Chigurh?
He's Anton Chigurh, yes.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
He did so good.
He did a great job being a psychopath, like the look, like he had a flat affect the whole movie. And so, I mean, that in itself, whenever he was talking, was scary. Like if someone came in to the store and just looked at you with no affect,
Yeah, it freaked me
I
out.
would be, yeah, it would freak me out. Josh Brolin was in Goonies. Oh, really? Did not know that.
Mhm. Yeah, he's the big brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. There's only 16 minutes of music in the whole movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't even
Tommy
thought it
Lee
was
Jones
that.
got the most money of the three main characters, but he had the least screen time.
Well, that's because he's the most well known in that movie.
Javier Bardem became the first Spanish actor to win Best Actor in a Supporting Role for the Academy Awards. That's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Yeah, those are the rest of these are kind of just like, you know, ticky-tacky things. They're not even really trivia or anything like that.
Oh, that's all right. We're coming to the end. So remember
Oh my
next.
goodness, we went the whole podcast talking about it. Okay, let me throw these other little couple details down to you. The bu the budget was 25 million and it made 74 million grossing total. So that's a great
Holy
buy.
crap.
Worldwide, it made 171 million. So to go from 25 million to 171 million worldwide, that's really good. Great runtime. Tell me it wasn't long. It was a
It
2 hour
was.
movie. It was a 2 hour movie. It was perfect for me in my opinion. Yeah, really good movie. I love it. 4 for 4. Let me give it 5 even if I can.
No. I give it a 1.
Oh, another thing I didn't tell you. If you noticed, Shigur Anton, he likes to be clean. He doesn't like to be dirty. He's he cleans the blood off of him. He takes the socks off. Remember when he steps out of the after
throws
killing his wife? He looks at his feet underneath, and he just doesn't like blood. He doesn't like to be dirty. Yeah, great
Oh,
movie.
I thought that
5
was
for
just
4.
to get rid of the evidence.
No, no, he's just he's a psycho. You got to read the book, and it'll
Oh.
tell you all that. But great.
Awesome. All right, you guys. Remember, next week we are going to do Daddy's Home, it looks like, for next week. I appreciate all of you guys being so interactive. It helps make our lives easier in the chat. Blake, any last words? Ken, get ready for the first off, we got to do the riddle for tonight. What is today's riddle? It is, where do... Oh my gosh, I can't read my handwriting.
Yeah.
Where do hikers go for a drink after a long day out in the mountains? Where do hikers go for a drink after a long day out in the mountains? Sorry, you guys, I have doctor's handwriting,
Pikes
so I'm
Peak.
like, nope.
Oh. Twin Peaks. I don't know.
It is granola bar.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh. I can't believe you. You're fired, Jamie.
I know that was a bad one. All right, you
You
guys.
can
Thank
see
you
yourself out.
Yeah. Remember, you guys are all beautiful inside and out. Don't let anyone make you think differently. Blake, any last words?
Join us again next week. That's a good movie, Daddy's Home. I'm excited. And have a good week. Remember, tell your friends, tell everybody. Let's get a good audience in here. I appreciate you guys. Next time we'll have maybe some trivia. We'll see.
Yep. All right. And the quote of the night comes from Vincent van Gogh. I dream of painting, then paint my dream.
Me
Great
and him
quote.
have the same birthday.
Well, happy birthday
Yep.
to both of you. Have a great night, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.